Welcome to the Otaku Cooking Show. In this episode, I will show you how to make a traditional beef and potato Japanese style curry that is by far the most common curry that you might see in anime and Japanese movies. You can make Japanese curry with a wide variety of ingredients, but beef and potato is the most popular and, I have to admit after making it a few times, probably the best. The ingredients for our traditional Japanese curry are 1 jalapeno chopped fine, half of a medium onion, 3 to 4 carrots, depending on how big your carrots are, and 2 green onions. Cut the carrots and onion into 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch pieces. You want to have chunks, but not huge chunks. For the potatoes, I recommend either red potatoes or yellow potatoes, not russet Idaho potatoes. You want potatoes that won't break down too fast, so red and yellow work best. You'll need 3 to 4 peeled medium-sized potatoes, cut into 1/2 to 3/4 inch pieces. For the beef, you can use almost any cut you want. I used a tri-tip that was on sale for this particular batch, and it turned out great. I don't recommend using something super cheap like top round or bottom round because that stuff is tough and nasty, but almost anything else will work. You'll need a pound of beef cut into similarly sized chunks as the vegetables. The seasonings for the curry are pretty much what you'd expect, but I have a couple of secret ingredients too. You'll obviously need soy sauce and some sriracha, and your choice of curry roux, along with salt and pepper. You can also add some cayenne pepper too if you'd like. I also add a cube of chipotle seasoning, which you can find in the Mexican food section of your grocery store. I also put in a few squares of chocolate as well. You don't necessarily taste the chocolate, but it rounds out the flavor and melds everything together and really enhances the whole dish. Cooking the curry starts with browning the beef. Just cook it for a few minutes on high heat until it starts to brown, and be sure to season it with salt and pepper. When the meat is mostly browned, add in the carrot, onion, green onion, and jalapeno, and continue sauteing until the vegetables start to soften and get a little brown around the edges. This will take another 5 minutes or so. And be sure to season the vegetables with salt and pepper as well. This is also a good time to add in the chipotle cube if you have one and cayenne pepper if you want it. Once the vegetables start to soften, add 3 cups of water. You may need more water as the cooking progresses, but 3 cups is what you'll need right now. This is also the time to add soy sauce and sriracha. Depending on what type of soy sauce you have, you may have to adjust a little bit, but you'll need anywhere between 1/3 and 1/2 cup of soy sauce. The amount of sriracha you use also depends on how spicy you want it, so 1 to 2 tablespoons. When this comes to a boil, lower the heat to medium and simmer for 12 to 15 minutes. You're essentially giving the meat and carrots a bit of a head start because they take longer to cook than the potatoes will. After this simmers for 12 to 15 minutes, now you can add the potatoes. Drained, of course, don't put the potato water in. Cooking the potatoes is a vital step because you don't want them to cook so much that they break down into the sauce. Just be careful that you don't cook them too much and be gentle when you stir them. This makes all the difference between a smooth curry and a not so smooth but still delicious curry. Continue simmering with the potatoes for at least another 10 minutes, but it may take longer depending on your potatoes. You want them to be about 90% done. Fork tender and you'd eat them if you were in a hurry, but they aren't super soft yet, before you move on to the next step. Once the potatoes are almost cooked, now it's time for the most important part. Right now it basically just looks like an American beef stew, so let's add the curry roux and turn it into something special. Break up the curry roux and add it to the pan, and you can also add in 5 to 6 pieces of chocolate at this point too. Now just stir everything together until everything melts. Be sure to be gentle though, because you still don't want to beat the potatoes up too much. If the sauce comes together a little thicker than you'd like, add in some extra water until it's the consistency you want. Continue simmering for another couple of minutes, in which time the sauce will come together and the potatoes will finish cooking. Congrats, your curry is done. Serve it over some rice and you have one of the best meals on the planet. and it tastes even better when you eat it the next day. Also, and I don't mean to brag, but this video was the best tasting curry I ever made. So I hope you'll try the recipe because it's awesome. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more goofy gaming videos and hopefully more cooking videos too.